Oh my god, it's so slow.
Today we're going to be testing the 5G bandwidth of two phones, Huawei Mate 60 Pro and the iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Here's the 7 tests we will do. The first test will be from my home near the window. We're going to start with the iPhone. I'm using the broadband performance test from the Hong Kong government. The iPhone is showing 2 bars of reception. Test start. Latency of 21 milliseconds. Jitter of 9.5 milliseconds. Download speed 242 megabits per second. Upload speed 72 megabits per second. Let's do it again. This time the iPhone is showing 3 bars. Test start. Last test in this location, again 3 bars. Test start. Now let's test Huawei. It's showing full reception. Test start.
Yay! Hooray! Yay!
Let's test again with full reception. Test start.
Yay! Hooray! Aw. Ew!
Final test, full reception. Test start.
Yay! Hooray!
Alright, the next test we're going to do is an elevator test. Here we go.
We'll start with the iPhone, only 1 bar of reception. We'll ride the elevator from the first floor to the 17th. Test start.
Ew! Aw.
The iPhone reception is too poor, no more tests. Huawei time showing 80% reception even in the elevator. Some new friends decided to join us on the trip.
邊個撳得通咧？
咁你冇問啦，咁尷尬問題。
Ew!
That wasn't very good either. Let's try again though. Test start. Another new friend. Opening the door would influence the test. Last test, still showing 80% reception. Test start.
Alright, let's go ahead and conduct test number 3. This is in a low density area in the middle of Victoria Park in Hong Kong Causeway Bay.
Let's watch 2 tests at once. Reception is full. Test start. Now let's check out Huawei. 3 tests at once, full reception. Test start. Let's test Apple one more time. Test start.
So we'll see how it goes. There's a lot of people here.
We'll start with the iPhone, 3 bars. Test start. And now Huawei, full reception. Test start.
The Hong Kong MTR in Causeway Bay.
iPhone time, full reception. Test start. Your turn, Huawei, full bars. Test start. Test 6 on a moving subway car from Causeway Bay Station to Wanjai Station. Apple, what you got? Full bars. Test start. Huawei time showing full bars. Test start. I am in Causeway Bay, Heights and Place Garage, B4 level. Final test for iPhone showing full bars. Test start. Now Huawei, your last test, also showing full bars. Test start. There was 3 tests I didn't have a chance to conduct. The first was a test on a high-speed rail train in China, one of the most challenging cellular environments there is. Secondly, I did not get a chance to test on a mountaintop or on a beach, a more remote location where there's fewer 5G base stations. Lastly, I was not able to test the power draw of the 2 phones when using cellular. Another point I want to discuss is that the iPhone 13 Pro Max is a 2-year-old phone. It uses this Qualcomm Snapdragon X60 5G modem, and the new iPhone 15 uses the Qualcomm Snapdragon X70 5G modem, which should be a significant improvement. And also, I must say that tests like this are not very precise in isolation. I only did a few tests in a few locations in a few situations. Only by doing many more tests in many more locations and situations can we get an accurate view. My hope is that you all join me in doing tests in different cities, locations, and situations. Record your data, share it, and we'll analyze it together so that we can get a clear view of the quality of the Huawei 5G chip. And finally, I must say I was a little bit surprised by the results of my tests. I thought the Huawei would do much better than the 2-year-old iPhone, but the results were not clear. Alright everybody, thanks for joining me today. My next video, I'm going to compare the camera of the Mate 60 Pro versus the iPhone 14 Pro Max. See you then!